AGM football down at the Emirates after an exhausting 4-2 win. Marty, what did you make of the game today?
Absolutely phenomenal game of football. At 3 o'clock kickoff at the Emirates Stadium. The weather was beautiful, crisp, fresh, sun's out. I love that. I love coming to this absolute fortress and, watching football on a beautiful day like today. Great game of football. First half, very comprehensive 2-0, display where we dominated, ran the midfield like a well-oiled machine. Defensively, we were, untouchable, solid. And up front, we created lots of chances, scored 2 good goals, could have had more. Their goalkeeper makes a few good saves. We go in at half-time and we come out set up defensively like we were playing Man City, and and we got caught quick. We were caught napping, and 2-1. It changes the game, gives them some inspiration. It makes us, maybe. I knew there was going to be another goal. I knew they were going to score. And when you bear in mind, I think we've only conceded 5 goals away from home all year, and then to concede 2 against a lesser side. But look, just because they've come up from the Championship, it doesn't mean that this is Premier League football and anyone can beat anyone. And you've got to take that into account and consideration. And then, we, without their goalkeeper, we could have literally, that could have been a real floodgates game, 5, 6, 7-0. But he pulled out some absolutely outstanding saves. And what I really liked is he made a mistake. He played out from the back. We saw it at Bolton this week. They played out from the back. Didn't clear their lines, fluffed their lines, and the ball ends up in the back of the net, for us. But this time, the goalkeeper plays out from the back, and then Trossard ends up latching onto it, and the goalkeeper makes a world-class one-handed save, and he puts it round the post. A header from Calafiori, a turn from Havertz. I think he made 5 world-class saves, which are absolutely outstanding, that keep them in the game. And then we go to the 90th minute, and this is what I love about football. Every single part of it is you go to the 90th minute, and then you score a goal and you win the game and the place goes bananas. And then, we score another one, which was, it was in off of Havertz's shin. It wasn't his best finish. I probably didn't know that much about it. But, and then 4-2. The scoreline, probably a bit more flattering at 4-2. Probably, I think, deserved 3-2. But, look, they took their chances. Credit to them. Fair play to them. And it was a great game of Premier League football.
Yeah, some really sort of interesting points to that game. I seem to be the only one that thinks Leicester played quite well for 20 minutes. Would you agree with that?
100%. They played really well. I don't think they were that bad in the first half. I don't think they were that bad throughout the whole game. They just didn't look like scoring in the first half, and in the second half, they didn't. Look, it's always going to be hard for any team in the world, apart from maybe a Real Madrid or a Barcelona, to come here and start sticking it on Arsenal and camping out in our penalty area. We haven't even seen that with the Man City. Arguably probably one of the best teams in the world. That was I think last time they came here, fair game, and then you saw what we did to them last week at their place. So, on our day, we're one of the best teams in the world. We've just got to prove it and win something, and win a few things and go on to do it to prove how good we are.
Yeah, are you feeling confident for PSG? That's going to be a real test.
Yeah, it's going to. Look, PSG haven't got Mbappe, so let's not get too excited. But look, this is Champions League football. They're a different team from what they were. But it's players like that change games and change moments and light it up. But look, this is top draw. This for me, this is better than some international football because you've got 2 teams that buy and select their players, and they pit them against each other, and they go to war. And Tuesday night is going to be a definite marker of them coming here and us showing how good we're going to be in Europe, and it will probably give us a bit of an indication of how far we're going to go in the competition and how far we're going to go in the Premier League, because if you are that good, you need to be getting results. Full stop, whoever it is, we need to be getting results at home.
Do you think, fortunately this hasn't happened, but had it ended 2-2, that would have been a really negative change in the title race, wouldn't it?
I don't know because look, don't forget that City drew. So, we had that cushion, as it were. But we've drawn level on points. We're just behind on goal difference. So we've really, we've capitalised and we've taken the most. But I don't think it would have been disappointing. But I wouldn't have, say we've thrown the league away. Yeah, you should be beating teams that have come up from the Championship 100%. Like we should be beating Southampton. But it's the Premier League. It's Premier League. It's a tough competition.
And anything can happen.
All day long, it really can, and that's why we love it, and that's why we watch it, and that's why we pay money to come here and watch the team Premier League teams play.
So final question, very early doors, I admit that, very, very early doors. But do you feel like we can turn the tide this season?
100%. I personally think, and I'm not being a deluded gooner, I do generally think we're going to win it. We've come very close the last 2 seasons, and we've sort of lost by default and a couple of results, but we've got closer. Every season Arteta's being in charge, we've improved. If we don't, we will win. I'm very confident we're going to win something this year. I really am. I don't see, with the amount of money we've spent on players and what we've put into the team, I can't see us. Well, we have to really, because otherwise, the risk reward wouldn't be worth it. I do think we will do the Premier League. I just think, especially with Rodri's injury now, I think Kovacic is a great top midfielder, but I think it's going to cost them. Obviously, Gundogan came back from Barcelona, so obviously there's something not quite right there or situation. But obviously, if he's good enough to play for City, then. But I think I do think the tide's got to turn. City can't keep winning. The league for the next 20 years or whatever. They just can't do it. It's got to change, and I think we're the ones. Liverpool with Arne Slot, I can't see him coming in his first situation winning. I just can't, and I think it will be ours this year.
It's going to be our year.